merely reminding them of the way science is all around us.
Katie, you should use a coaster.
Why do I have to use a coaster?
Coasters help to avoid watermarks, especially on wooden surfaces.
But how does the water get outside the glass?
That's a great question, Katie. It's actually caused by the difference in temperature outside the glass, which pulls moisture from the air.
Crazy.
It's insane, right?
Well, you know, Megan, I couldn't have said it any better than myself. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of LGX Productions. And today I am giving my review on Megan in 4K. And you heard it right. It's insane. But before I get into my review, I want to say I did see this movie on Blu-ray. I've seen it in theaters. And I thought the special effects in this movie were incredible then. Um, I was a little hesitant to get the 4K Blu-ray because I bought the Blu-ray and I'm like, well, do I really need it? And then I was like, you know what? For the first time ever, I'm gonna double dip, which I never usually do. So I went and purchased Megan in 4K. I did do an unboxing, but I'll go ahead and show it to you right here again real quick. There's just the cover, and we'll flip it over. And then I love the artwork that they did on the 4K itself. They didn't go cheesy; they went kind of like all out. So here's the 4K. And then, of course, there's a Blu-ray. Okay, so Megan is shot very interestingly. It's not shot like a typical like most horror movies where it's like dark, excuse me, where it's dark and you don't really see a lot of scenes. Megan's a bright movie as it is, and even the Blu-ray brought a lot out of brightening up, how good Megan can be. And honestly, I didn't think we could get um, any better than that. Man, was I wrong. 4K really brightens up her dress, her hair, and even like this scene in the woods where sorry, where she's chasing down Brendan and he pulls his ear off and everything. Amazing. So it's one of those movies that you didn't think can improve with HDR 10, but it makes it feel even more like incredible. And Megan's a fun watch on its own, no matter what. You know, um, when I'm like really bored or something like that, it is my go-to just to put on for background noise or just in general. It's one of those films that can be watched over and over again. And as you watch it, you discover something new. And I discovered a couple things with the 4K that I never noticed. Doesn't have a lot of dark scenes, like I said. But there's a couple things that it brightened up that I didn't notice in the background the first time. And, you know, how beautiful this movie can actually really look. Something that comes to mind in particular is the toy store. Toy store. Is the factory where Megan's made. In the background, one of the posters, you can honestly almost make out exactly what it's saying. Um, Something about a Hasbro and like go to cross in it and down as if they're promoting, hey, Hasbro sucks. And so, it's stuff like that that you can notice and like especially in a 4K transfer where it brightens the background a little bit more to notice these things. And I like how it brings out color of Megan's shirt, which is like beige, but you really see how beige it actually really is. I couldn't really find any clips to compare for you guys here, so I'm doing it all by describing it to you. So just bear with me on this video. I know it's a little not the best. Um, couldn't find any clips of The Nightmare Before Christmas either for 4K transfer, but but I do have a review of that coming up as well with the 4K. But getting back to Megan, what I like about this 4K transfer as well, which not a lot of people I think realize, is normally when they do a 4K transfer, it's usually only the theatrical version of the film, where Megan went and put the unrated version in 4K and a theatrical version in 4K. And not only did they do that, they put it on one disc, which is unheard of. Normally what they'll do is they'll do like a 3 disc set, and it'll be the theatrical version 4K and then the unrated 4K, or you won't get it at all. It'll just be on the Blu-ray. So I found that really cool. I also found it cool that they put I don't believe it's Dolby Atmos. No, I don't believe it's Dolby Atmos, but they did increase the sound and how this movie sounds as well, which kind of made that kind of interesting because it already had its own built-in surround sound as it was. So enhancing it with whatever technology they enhanced it with for their surround sound was good. It didn't need the Dolby Atmos, which was okay. And then like I said, I just love how it brightened it up even more, which I didn't think was possible. A couple of the blood spurts, the blood looked more red, and like I said, Megan's hair, even the color of her eyes, which I didn't even realize were hazel until just now. Um, it's an incredible 4K transfer. Why Universal didn't release it in 4K to begin with, I don't know. Maybe they didn't have enough faith that it would buy a lot on Blu-ray, which I don't understand because the entire movie went viral on TikTok and everywhere else. So I don't understand that. But I'm glad they did it, and I just think it's an all-out good transfer um, rating system. Is the 4K of Megan worth buying? Yes, absolutely, hands down. I cannot recommend the 4K version of Megan enough if you have a 4K player. Now, the another question I'm going to answer on this one as well is it worth the double dip if you have it on Blu-ray already? Which, like I said, I normally don't do. But I will say this. I do think it is worth the double dip if you bought the Blu-ray and you want to enhance it and see it in 4K and you have a Blu-ray version already. I would definitely tell you this. Yes, it is worth a double dip and picking it up in 4K as well. It is awesome. And I cannot recommend this movie enough. It has definitely become one of my go-to horror movies to watch. Megan's a lot of fun. It's got comical parts to it. It's just an all-out fun film. And it's honestly, I can watch it over and over again. And it has been times I watched it over and over again. Like literally, like the other day, when I watched the 4K transfer, there wasn't a lot on television, so I put my 4K Blu-ray on bleh, sorry, on repeat, and just let it run. and it stayed on in my studio for most of the day when I was watching this for the review. It's a very easy film to watch. It's not cringy. It's not like one of those horror films that makes you like say, okay, enough of this. So definitely check it out. And with that being said, I'm LJH. If you like this video, thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, check out my TikTok at it's LJH Productions as well. I'm on there. I do a lot of crazy fun content on there as well. So follow me on TikTok and leave comments down below about the 4K Megan. If you own it, what do you think? Do you think you brightened it up? Do you plan on getting the 4K of Megan? If you haven't done it already, let me know. I want to hear from you guys. Like I said, massive thumbs up. And I got a review for The Exorcist coming out soon, as well as The Nightmare Before Christmas 4K. And then I say this. If I don't post a video before that, happy Halloween to everybody. And have a great, great time with kids and loved ones trick-or-treating or however you celebrate this spooky holiday. I will leave a recent video here and here. And with that being said, as they say in the movies, cue the lights.